Welcome back to a quick family ministry tip. These tips are designed to encourage, equip, and challenge you, whether you are someone who is leading or someone who is serving on a family ministry team. Today's tip is kind of a hot topic for the season that we're in. It's about volunteers. So our doors have reopened. The churches in my area have resumed in-person gatherings. Families are returning to churches. They've been actually for a couple months now. And one of the things that I'm hearing a lot is that volunteer teams have not returned in the same capacity that they were pre-COVID. There's a couple reasons that is the case, but for today's video, what I really want to talk to you about is recruiting volunteers, because regardless of why they may or may not have returned, because some of them have just not returned due to health reasons, but we still need to be growing our volunteer teams even in this season, because we need to be adequately prepared and equipped to care for the families and the kids that God is bringing to our churches. So I've got my very best recruiting tip for you today. Here is what it is. Make direct asks. Making a direct ask can be really challenging, but I promise once you've done it a couple times, it becomes one of the most invigorating things that you're going to do, because you're going to see some results on the other side of it. Here's what that can look like. Take a step back and make sure that you're in a position on Sunday mornings or during your worship gatherings where you can interact with and observe parents. So those high traffic times, dropping off and picking up, maybe in the lobby if they're interacting with kids, or outside as they're walking to the car. So you're going to watch a couple weeks in a row, and you're going to notice Mrs. Smith is coming every single week to pick up her son, Ryan, from the elementary environment. And when he walks out to her for dismissal, she does the same thing every single week. She looks at him as if she's excited to see him. She's got that positive, happy demeanor. She asks him, "Hey, did you have fun today, Ryan? How was it?" And then she follows that up with, so what was the lesson about today? What did you learn? And you notice that she does this every single week. Well, by the time you're making this observation and noticing this pattern, that is your clue to approach Mrs. Smith. Make an introduction. "Mrs. Smith, I'm so sorry that we've not had a chance to meet yet. My name is Heather Eichler. Ryan is really doing a great job in our elementary environment, but I really wanted to talk to you about something I've observed the last couple weeks. I noticed that every week when you pick him up, you look like you are happy to see him. You've got a huge welcome, warm smile. And you ask him if he had fun and what he learned." You're not going to believe this, but those are two things that we work really hard as a team to try to teach our volunteers and to pour into our kids. That fun and learning are what we are all about here. I was curious. Have you ever thought about serving on our team? I think you would be a really good fit. You already are asking all the right questions without even trying, and I just know you would love it here. That conversation is going to probably have a positive result whether she says yes to your team or not. You might, at the end of that conversation and after some follow-up, have a really outstanding new rock star volunteer who's going to join your team. But even if it's not the right timing or not the right fit for Mrs. Smith, you're going to have made a foundation where you can help have conversations to get Mrs. Smith to take her next step, whatever that might be, and a brand new partnership between their family and your church. A win-win. You never know what yes might be on the other side of your ask. So I challenge you this week. Start thinking about who and how you can make some direct asks. I hope this is helpful for you. Please take a second and like and subscribe down below so that you don't miss any of the content that's shared on the site. I'm also going to link an article that I wrote recently all about recruiting volunteers. It dives into this topic a little bit deeper. I hope it's helpful for you.